There are always opportunities inside every financial market. The key is to keep an opportunity mindset. This can often be very difficult to do, especially when mainstream media news is so negative. In today's video, we're going to hunt through the top alt projects. We're going to look for opportunities and what could be an opportunity that's just knocking on the door. Stay tuned, it's going to be awesome. Hi everyone, I'm Ken from Crypto Trading KS and the inventor of the CTKS method. If you're new, a very warm welcome and welcome back CTKS family. My goal is to assist you to become more of a financial and emotional blessing to yourself and those you love. If you would like to know where smart money buys and sells, please subscribe. Let's run the numbers. As part of professional practice, you must look at Tier 1 charts first. These are very, very important charts. They move the market. We can see that Bitcoin, currently trading at 27,336, hit a smart money buy level around the 26,640 mark. It has resistance above 27,900. As mentioned in yesterday's video, the DXY was always going to have trouble breaking through all of this smart money sell area, and that's exactly what happened. Without the Stanfield levels and Stanfield zones, you just wouldn't know where smart money is buying and selling. The DXY is currently 102,859. It has smart money support levels below it around the 102,730 and a lot of overhead resistance around the 103,087 mark. At the current time, the higher the yields go, the more risk is inside the financial market system. Looking at the US10Y, and this is very important if you're trading gold or silver. Where are the smart money buy levels and smart money sell levels, and how do you mark them up since 1912? We do it through the CTKS method. We understand that yields exploded higher, then met selling resistance. They've been consolidating, trying to get above the next resistance area. The 10-year is currently 3.572%. It's got bullish momentum, but it has to make its way above this smart money sell area. It does have a lot of support below. That could mean bad news for gold. The CTKS method literally gives you X-ray vision into financial markets. When we look at gold, we understand that inverse real rates are a big problem to gold, but where is smart money buying and smart money selling? To do and answer that question, we would need to mark up gold's chart since 1833 using the CTKS method. So let's do that and show the output. We saw that gold was trying to get above this smart money sell area around the 2020 mark. It couldn't do it, so it came down to test the smart money buy area around 2000. It couldn't hold it, the next safety net, and this is what areas below price represent. They represent safety nets. Areas above price represent ceilings. Some ceilings are paper, some ceilings are concrete. What we typically see inside financial markets, if a particular price pattern can't hold a floor, it's going to drop through it to the next floor. If it can't hold that floor, it's going to drop through it. If it starts to rebound, it's heading towards the ceiling unless it curves down. Keep these relationships in mind. They're very, very powerful. Gold is currently trading at 1982. It's under a lot of duress because you know what the US 10-year yield is doing right now. And of course, it's also impacted by the DXY. Major market sentiment is measured through the S&P 500. Where is the smart money buying and where is the smart money selling? To answer this question, we need to apply the CTKS method to this chart from 1871. You can see that the S&P 500 challenged a smart money sell area, couldn't hold on to it, tried, broke down to the smart money buy area. When it broke through it, it went up to the next one. It's currently trying to get back through that smart money sell area. This is a way to gain enormous certainty inside financial markets. Where is price going? It's bounding between floors and ceilings. The key is knowing the strength and the location of those floors and ceilings, and all of that is revealed with the CTKS method, which we prove out every single day. If you're interested in seeing higher levels, they are inside, and lower levels, they're inside the CTKS method service. Links are in the description. All markets are intercorrelated and interdependent. We saw the S&P 500 come up, and that naturally gravitated Bitcoin's gravity to the upside. Now that we understand the top tier charts, at least some of them, we're in a now position to go through the alts and see what they're doing. Just remember the pattern of Bitcoin. It's incredibly important. We're going to look at price action across approximately the last day. You can do that by looking at a 2-minute chart. We're looking specifically for signs of strength, any alt that outperforms Bitcoin's gravity. And that's very important to know. But how do we know what is performing and outperforming Bitcoin's gravity? Bitcoin's gravity is in the blue. We can see Ethereum's price action is currently weaker than Bitcoin's price action. What about BNB? We can see BNB is weaker. What about XRP? XRP is far stronger. You want to keep your eye on both extreme strength and extreme weakness. What about ADA? It's been outperforming Bitcoin's gravity all along for the past day. Well done. What about Doge? Outperforming. You want to identify outperformers. They're very, very important. What about Solana? It's outperforming. And what about Matic? Matic was quite weak, but now it's starting to get stronger. Cryptos are very powerful because they mean revert. And what do they mean reverting to? They're mean reverting to Bitcoin's long-term gravitational pull. This is a really big topic, and we discuss this extensively inside the masterclass. Enhancing your pattern recognition is incredibly important. It's a very, very powerful skill to have. As we go through these alts, you're looking for opportunities. Just make a note of which alts you think have really interesting patterns. Moving towards the next group of 8, we can see Litecoin clearly outperforming Bitcoin. Litecoin is a very, very interesting project to keep on your radar. We can see also Tron was outperforming Bitcoin, but now it's come down just a little bit. DOT is outperforming. SHIB is currently weaker. AVAX is outperforming. Link is starting to congeal with Bitcoin's gravity, mean revert to the gravitational pull. Atom is below. Uni is above. Heading towards the next group of 8, Monero just aligning with Bitcoin's gravity. Ethereum Classic pretty much spot on Bitcoin's gravity. Stellar on Bitcoin's gravity. ICP starting to break above and starting to show some strength. Bitcoin Cash below Bitcoin's gravitational pull. LDO has really taken off. Filecoin looks to be basing at the current time, slightly above Bitcoin's gravity. Aptos APT starting to rock and roll. Always remember, price is always moving in a wave. It's always going up and down. Inside the masterclass, we look at different ways of layering in. That's a really important thing to do, and to also manage your risk. Turning to the next group of 8, we can see HBAR just slightly improved on Bitcoin's gravity. NEAR is starting to diverge from Bitcoin. ARB is looking quite nice, looking with a lot of strength. VET, a little bit of strength, getting there. Quant is currently stronger than Bitcoin's gravity. APE is starting to gather positive momentum, as is Algo. The graph has been witnessing a lot of power recently. It's currently stronger than Bitcoin's gravity. One thing to remember, one very important rule, no alt can escape Bitcoin's gravity. As you look at the blue line, when the blue line, which is Bitcoin's price, when Bitcoin's price gravitational pull is negative, that impacts the alts. If it moves in the other direction, we call that an inverter. Inverters are very, very powerful. Sometimes you get an overextension of negativity. Look at Phantom compared to EOS. EOS went way down, Phantom not so much. Looking at these relative differentials between the charts is really important to do. We can see that Phantom is stronger than Bitcoin's gravitational pull at the current time. And we would expect this as Bitcoin is going up. We want the alts to be stronger. That's why we love the alts, because the alts are awesome. They love to party. But when they crash, they love to crash. We can see that EOS is just pretty much following Bitcoin's gravity, but a little bit negated to the negative side. You can see these downward spikes, but they can be very profitable to trade if you know what you're doing. Getting on the right side of the percentage is very important. Sand, a proxy for the metaverse. Look at this strength starting to come into Sand, very early days. Rocket pull is exceeding Bitcoin's gravitational pull. But notice when Bitcoin comes down, what is rocket pull doing? And it can overextend to the negative side. You must keep your eye on Bitcoin. And to understand Bitcoin, you must understand the S&P 500. To understand the S&P 500, you must understand the US 10-year yield, the DXY, and all the Tier 1 charts. If you don't, it's very easy to buy and sell at the wrong times. Looking at the metaverse again, Mana is starting to come up and starting to do quite well. Sand is weaker than Mana at the moment. You always want to cross-compare groups. EGLD currently stronger than Bitcoin's gravity. Theta currently stronger as well. Are they just literally matching Bitcoin's gravity? Looking at Stacks, we can see Stacks is weaker than Bitcoin's gravity because the price chart is below the blue line. What about CFX? CFX is doing really, really well. What about Axie? Look at that metaverse spike, which was quickly sold down. This is one thing that you always want to bear in mind. When it spikes up quickly, it can do the exact same thing on the downside. Tezos is slightly stronger than Bitcoin's gravity, but you can see it's very, very aligned. What about Render, an AI proxy? Render is doing very nicely. What about Flow, stronger than Bitcoin's gravity? This is what we want to see. What about Chiliz? Just following Bitcoin's gravity, but weaker. What about Immutable X, IMX, stronger than Bitcoin's gravity at the current time? We can see that CRV is just aligning with Bitcoin's gravitational pull, just a little bit stronger at the current time. NEO, stronger than Bitcoin's gravity. That's what we want to see. Pepe, look at that big dump down in Pepe's price, that gravitational alignment back and the dump down. Pepe is quite weak at the moment. One thing that you might want to do, and it's very, very important to know and understand the fundamentals as well as just the charts. The charts will show you investor attention, and that's really, really important. I would always urge you to look more deeply into any particular project that you want to put money into. Just treat it like a holiday. You always research where you're going to go on a holiday. Do the same thing when you're putting money into something. It's a good idea. Look at SUI, just a little bit stronger than Bitcoin's gravity currently. Synthetics, what an animal. It's just literally taken off. You can see there's been so many spikes in the crypto market. What about Maker? Maker is weaker. What about Optimism? It's stronger. Optimism can go absolutely nuts inside the crypto market. Looking at the greatest gainers in the past 24 hours, top 100, Render, Synthetics, Optimism, Axie Infinity, Injective, LDO, and Mana. Looking at the greatest losers, top 100 past 24 hours, Pepe, Conflux, Gate Token, GUSD, Casper, BSV, and Toncoin. There are so many ways to analyze price movement, and your pattern recognition is utterly critical. Even if you never trade any of these particular charts or tokens, what you're looking for is pattern recognition. You're looking to see how things play out, and we'll make this a regular part of the channel because it's so valuable. Please let me know in the comments, do you look for strength? Do you look for weakness, or do you look for something else? Your active learning will make the difference. Always remember, you control the trade or investment, but the market controls the return. That return is always based on your active learning. If you understand and analyze the Tier 1 charts, you're already ahead of 95% of people inside financial markets, and that's where you need to be. Always focus on your synchronization factor. When we talk about your daily three-dimensional risk management code, they can be really tough to do. First of all, the easiest way is to just focus on your portfolio. Look at what the market did yesterday. Have a prediction on what the market could do tomorrow. Will it go down? Will it go neutral? Or will it go up? Put a percentage next to it. Whatever is the largest percentage, boil it up to the top of the CTKS code. Then think about your portfolio. Think about the dynamics of the Tier 1 charts. Let's just take a very quick example. For example, you were heavily invested in gold, 100% invested, and you saw the DXY was just getting above support. The 10-year yield had no resistance above it. What do you think could happen to gold? You would want to put that in here. This is why it's so important to think about what could happen in the next 24 hours. And of course, there are associations between gold and crypto as well. And you can buy crypto, gold, Pax G. You literally buy gold with crypto. It's so cool. And we're going to see more and more of this tokenization occur in the future. Crypto is an unstoppable force. Always keep in mind what the Tier 1 charts are doing. We just cover a portion of them, but you need to know all of them. What you're specifically interested in is the SLs. The SLs form the SCs. If you're not sure what I'm talking about, you can pop across to the ctksmethod.org and we have Level 1 and Level 2 certification. Gaining your pattern recognition is incredibly important. Once you have the pattern locked in, you want to see how it compares to objective dynamic market structure, which is revealed through SLs and SCs through the CTKS method. Always have your rules. Rules are incredibly important. Rule 4 is a particularly good one. Price moves in waves. Because it's moving in a wave, you can get on the right side of the percentage. Your focused path to be a professional is to put the focus on money aside. As strange as that sounds, every professional does that. Instead, focus on your persistence, your commitment, your learning. Have inner and outer peace. It's incredibly important, or else it will disrupt your analytical capability. Always keep a positive and optimistic mindset. The financial markets require it. They're very, very volatile. Have a great day or night ahead, my friends, and Kate and I look forward to catching up with you again tomorrow. Bye for now.